Hello and welcome to the Guitarfingers video tutorial on In Dulci Jubilo from the Guitarfingers Book 2 Christmas Carol series. This piece has been arranged at around the grade 3 level, so just early intermediate level, and has some of the features that are common to that type of level. So looking at the piece, we have the key of the song in G major, so we have one F sharp in the key signature, and we'll be using the F sharps throughout the piece. If you're not used to your F sharps at the moment, let's have a quick look where they are. So we've got an F sharp on fret 2 of string 1, an F sharp on fret 4 of string 4, and if we do use one, I don't think we do actually, it would be of course fret 2 on string 6. The piece is written in 3/4, 3 crotchet beats in a bar, and we're just going to do a nice gentle version of this song. You might be familiar with the Mike Oldfield version, which is much faster and really good fun to play. So maybe if you learn the piece you could learn to play it nice and fast and have that kind of feel to the song, but we'll take it for a Dante at the moment. I've put lots of help notes in here to help us play through this, as there's some nice finger position changes which feels really nice on the guitar when we're using guide fingers to help us through. So we start off with a G chord. We start with a G, and I'm going to use my index finger to play that G. You can see I've got my low G already prepared with finger 3. That holds for quite a long time, so what you'll probably see me do is once I play that note, you'll see me that I'll rest my thumb on string 5, and that helps anchor my hand down. It's a nice technique to use if you find your hand doesn't stay in the same place as you're playing. So let's have a look through the song. We start off with that G on string 3, 2 G's together, that's fret 3 on string 6, another G, and then we've got a G and a B, open strings. You can see I'm still holding my low G, then fingers 1 and 2, and if you can keep holding your low G, that's great. And there's your A and C, A fret 2, C fret 1, and that is all done with that low G being held. So let's have a look at that phrase now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And now we move up. So finger 1 will move up to a D, because we're going to play a D and a B together, which we can't do on the same string. So finger 1 goes up to fret 3, and finger 2 plays a B, which is now on fret 4 of string 3. So I've got a D bass with those as well. Okay. Let's make sure we can hear all 3 notes. A little tip, if you're not used to playing like this, make sure your thumb is pushed in front of your fingers, so your fingers to wave inside. And then we've got a C and an E. Now you could play C and E, if that's your first instinct to play that, you could do that, but you're going to have to bring your fingers back again for that D and B. So the way we can do that is to play fret 5, C with finger 3 on string 3, fret 5 on string 2 for the E on string 2 with fingers 3 and 4. So I'll just show that movement going through those. So we get a D, B and D. There we go, up and then back to the B and the D. So let's just have a look at that little run again from the A and C. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We get another D actually on beat 3 there, so that's a handy position to stay in with the finger 1. It's going to play the same again. So I'll just play the first line again, and let's see how that's going to sound. I'm preparing my thumb and keeping that on string 6, fret 3 for that low G to start off with. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bar 6, we've now got open E and a G. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The same there, A and C, up we go to the D, B. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you can see it's almost exactly the same apart from that change in bass note in bar 6. So bar 9 we've had this D, and now I'm going to play D, B, as we know, on fret 4, string 3, and G, we're going to play that on fret 5 of string 4, because that's how we can play these three notes together. Okay, so we call that the third position because the index finger is in the 3rd fret. So we get 3, 1, 2. Now you could play open E, it's easy to do that. It might sound a little bright compared to the fretted notes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play that as fret 2, string 2, fret 5 like we did before, and that'll keep control of that note. Gives it a little bit of a deeper tone as well on the thicker string. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, move down, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's have a look at those. Start off with bar 11, of course, with my D, B and Ds. Down we go to the first position, A and C. G with open strings, G and B, and then an A with finger 2. Open strings, low E and G, 1, 2, 3, and then fingers 2 and 3. Tricky this if you're not used to this chord at the moment. C, fret 3, string 5, A, fret 2, string 2, string 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is bar 16, so that's similar. So I'm going to slide my finger up from the C, from the G, we've got G chord there, then finger 1. Up it goes, and I play my G, B and D again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bar 21, E and G. 1, 2, 3. Here's my A and C again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So really, it's all about preparing the fingers, I think. If we look at bar 22, we've got a low C and an A. Then we've got the D and B, so I've just held my thumb in the right position to play the D, open string D and B, A, and then there's my low, 2 open strings, low E and G, A, and then chord, finishing off that phrase. So we're in bar 26 now, and I'm going to use fingers 1 and 2. Now for 1 for E, fret 2, string 4, finger 2, fret 3, string 5, so that's my C and E. 1, 2, 3. I move them up 2 frets, so now I play D as fret 5, string 5, and F sharp with finger 1 on string 4 there of fret 4. 1, 2, 3, F sharp again. I move finger 1 back down. That's my C, E and G. So you can see what's happening here is finger 1 is acting as a guide finger. It's moving from E, F sharp, and then back back down again to play the E. And that will allow us then a nice smooth use of the hands along the string. So I'll just play that again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to use fingers 2 and 4 for the A and the D. D bass, 1, 2, 3. That allows finger 3 to play that low G nicely there. A minor chord, A, C, E. That's on beat 3. And then my A is already down for the D bass. And here, I'm actually going to keep that A down as long as I can. So I'm going to use finger 3 on low G, finger 1 now on low B. And then I can lift those finger 2 up and just play the G, B, D and G chord there. So you can see what I did was to keep nice and fluent, keep the A down. And that saves finger 2 jumping. We may be used to playing the B with finger 2. It's not a big jump, but it saves having to do that jump by using finger 1. So, as you can see, take it nice and steady in this song, build the tempo up as if you wish to do so, but just be aware a lot of the work to do on this song is just looking slightly ahead at the music and thinking of which bass notes you're going to play, preparing finger 3 generally onto the lower strings, and also get used to this kind of feeling of the guide fingers moving up and down the strings. On the clear strings it's nice because we don't get any squeak, and we're going to use that technique again on the 4th and 5th string for that little run from bar 26 and bar 27 and 28. So good luck with In Dulci Jubilo and have fun playing this song over the Christmas period.